This country has historically been anti Semitic. This nation always hated Jews. Which country and which nation am I talking about? Well, this phrase can be said about almost every country and every nation. Here in America, we had signs: no blacks, no Jews, no dogs. In Europe, in Asia, Jews were prosecuted. I sometimes hear people say that this country had no anti Semitism. What they mean is that in recent times, maybe even a couple centuries, there have not been anti Semitism there. But for us Jews, a people with many thousands of years of history, a couple of centuries is a blink of an eye. It is very difficult to find a nation that has not been oppressing Jews at some point in their history. If we Jews want to be friends only with those who have always treated us well, we'll be left without any friends. If we want to hold a grudge against those who used to kill us in the past, then we will have to be angry at the entire planet. Today, there are countries and societies where Jews are hated, and in order to fight anti Semitism, we need to focus on them. And those who used to kill us before in previous centuries, why do we need to fight yesterday's battles? We have enough of today's battles. There are religions that have been instigating pogroms for centuries, and now they're some of the biggest friends of the Jews and the state of Israel. There are also religions that have coexisted peacefully with Jews for centuries and have allowed Jewish communities to flourish in their midst. And today, they are trying to kill every single Jew they see. In our relationships with other people, Judaism does not believe in collective responsibility, and children are not responsible for the misdeeds of their parents. If someone's grandfathers killed Jews, it doesn't mean anything yet. We must look at the behavior and the ideology of the grandchildren which are now before us. But if a country was killing Jews, doesn't this mean that we should be wary of them, you will ask? Yes, we should. Therefore, we must treat everyone with a certain degree of caution. It is probably safe to bet that the ancestors of most of people walking the earth today have been killing Jews at some point in their genealogical history. Unfortunately, the grandchildren of some of them continue in this anti Semitic path, and they're called anti Semites. And then there are some who are not. To fight anti Semitism, we must fight today's battles, not the battles of the past. I believe that such an approach is useful not only for Jews. I think it's also useful for everyone. When one nation oppresses another, or when one country attacks another, this is certainly terrible. But when I hear that this creates a hostile attitude that will live for centuries, or when I hear that many generations will now hate each other because of this, this is even more dangerous. These subsequent generations may no longer even remember the cause of this grudge, but they will be still raised with hatred towards these people. This is what creates ethnic conflicts. Do you want your children to grow up being angry at their neighbors because of what happened before these neighbors were even born? When people have national pride, when they preserve their traditions and their language, this is wonderful. Every nation should do it. But when this feeling of nationalism leads to despising other groups of people, this is terrible. When a nation is furious at those who are hurting them now, this is understandable. But when, because of this, their children begin to hate the children of those who hurt them, this is terrible.